Hello everybody, Anonymous Chaos here with part 2 of our easy, quick and easy build starter guide. And we are coming right back up here into the Undead Parish here in the church, and we're going to take these guys out once again because once we rested at the bonfire, everything respawned. Making sure they're all dead, because we don't want these coming up behind us and killing us while we're trying to do things like record part 2. I mean, that's definitely not what just happened, but anyway, next thing you're gonna, after taking those guys out, you're gonna run up those stairs and come across here. Once you get to the end of this little bridge here, you're gonna start walking. This guy in the cape is very powerful, very dangerous, so you're gonna backstab him. And then you are going to take him out as quickly as possible, because you do not want to take his damage. Okay, what you can do with these guys, you can stand there until they attack you, and wait for them to attack, and then just hit the parry button, which is the left trigger button, and then occasionally they drop their spear and some of their armor. Otherwise, you can kick them. But the problem with kicking for me is that this weapon does not have a kick animation. It has an alternate attack animation, so I'm unable to do that. Now, going through that fog wall is unrelated. We're actually not going to be going through there, but I just want to get it done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to roll right down here, and we're going to see if we can take these guys out. Nope. Come on. And scoot back, just wait for them to chill out. There we go. And again, wait for the parry, or you can kick them. Now, if you notice, that guy dropped the gate. There is a way to do that before coming into this area, and I will show it to you very shortly. You freaking scumbag. Hello. Now, if you just wait up here, they will come to you. There are a ton of these guys in here. So, just hold up tight unless the crossbow guy is not being very cooperative. Then you... Oh, we got the boar after us. Then you do your best to deal with the situation. Next thing, I'm going to try firebombs. Can I hit you with these from here? No, of course not. Alright, so anyway, the idea is to grab this item. This is going to allow us to kill the boar very easily. All you've got to do is you've got to equip it in your quick bar, and then look down at the fire, and ow! Not get hit in the head by a bolt. This is where the game actually starts getting a little difficult for this run. You throw it right into the fire, and any enemy near where you threw that will actually go toward it. Now this is the way to kill the boar. This is the whole point in doing this. I wish that the crossbow guy would get into the fire, but it doesn't look like he's going to. But anyway, and you can also use your fire bombs if you run out of these, but you're just going to keep throwing them into the fire, and he's going to keep walking into the fire. Sorry for the camera moving, I'm trying to avoid the bolts of death. Okay, then we're going to throw another one. And there he goes, he's dead. Okay, now your major threat for this area is vanquished. And occasionally he will drop an item. That item is very awesome, but I did not grab it, so you will have to figure that out for yourself. If you make a lot of noise up here, these little guys will come out of this hole, which is actually where we're going next, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to... Oh gosh, okay. Usually these guys are in predetermined spots, but seeing as how I made a lot of noise upstairs, they all came out to investigate. Whoa, and do not let these guys surround you. They will kill you. Do not let these guys push you around. Even though they look very easy and very simple, they will still murder you. Now there's an item right there, but you don't need it because you have the master key. It is another key, but that you use later on. But like I said, you don't need it. Now then we just need to take these guys out. And there is an item over there, but I'm not going to grab it. Simply because I don't like traversing the... You know what? I'm going to ignore that guy. Anyway, we're going to continue. Alright, now here's the fog that we entered earlier. And that's the reason why I wanted to enter the fog from that side. Now we're going to run backwards. And instead of going straight, we're going to take a left. Or if you're doing it the first time, you're going to take a right at the Balder, at the guy in the red cape, which are called Balder Knights. Now here's the guy who dropped the gate. We're going to go ahead and teach him that it's very rude to close doors on people. You're going to grab that key, then we're going to pull the lever. And the gate's going to come up. And now we can continue. Now, this next part of this run is where it starts getting a little hairy because poison comes into effect. But if you are careful, it's not that big a deal. Can I use the spear? I cannot. I can two-hand it. So we're going to go ahead and two-hand our spear. Now, when you come down this ladder, do not slide. Just come on down nice and easy, and you see these rats. We're going to go ahead and try to take them out as quickly as possible. Roll away, because when they hit you, see that little bar down there? That is poison. We do not have anything to cure poison at the moment. That will end up killing us. And I'm using the spear because it has really good reach, and it will help keep me away from the rats. Nope. It doesn't always work though. There we go, we got one down. And we got another one. So now we don't need our spear anymore. Now if you notice they drop items, it's more humanity. All rats drop humanity if they decide to drop them. Parry this guy because it's easier to parry him than kick him while you're on this little platform here. I like to parry this guy too, but for the sake of efficiency, we're just going to go ahead and backstab him. Now here's where you can get the Drake sword. You can take a bow and shoot the dragon's tail, but because we have done the events in the way that we have, the Drake is not here. We're going to go ahead and kick the ladder down. And we're going to go ahead and light the bonfire. And look where we're at. We're here in the Undead Burg. Very simple, and it gives you easy access to where you just came from. Make sure to kick the ladder, because if you come down without kicking the ladder, you'll have to redo it all. Okay. Actually, before we go that way, I want to explain something. The reason why we did all these things in the order that we did, the reason why we did not see the Drake on the dragon, the Drake on the bridge, is because if you remember from coming through this area for the first time, you will never forget it. The Drake drops down right there as you come into the Undead Burg. If you don't come through that passage into the Undead Burg, the Drake will never come down and smash onto the bridge and then fly away, and he will never show up at the bridge. Which means that when we come up this ladder, very slowly, and we run up these steps here, the Drake will not show up at all. He will not show up, I promise. Now, next thing you can do if you're after a good strength weapon is come on over here, and you might want to take these guys out. It's a lot easier if you just take them out. If you don't want to, you can serpentine around them, but I like to take them out. So that's what I'm doing. Again with the parry. And here it is, the Claymore. Good strength weapon. Then we also have Soul of an Nameless Soldier, another consumable soul. And then we have another bonfire. And then right here we have a gate. We lift the gate. And now we have access to where the boar was. And also to the bridge whenever we want. And that is the simple run. Now you have access to the church. You have access to the Undead Burg. You have access to the Sunlight Altar, and you also have access to the bridge without having to mess with the Drake. And you also, if you notice, have a lot of consumable souls. You have a lot of really good equipment on you. You have a lot of good weapons along the way that you can use for whatever build. And you still have more souls to use. And I'm already level 12. So I hope that this guide was helpful. If you would like, I could do more guides like this. I do have ways of creating specific builds. If you would like that, I can do that. If you like the video, tell me in the comments what you liked about it, and also tell me what you didn't like, so that I may improve the quality of my videos. And that's about all I've got. So without further ado, guys, this is Anonymous Chaos saying thanks for watching and peace out.